Hello YouTube, this is Thompson Airways 737 bringing you another 100 scale model airport update for the Spanish Mediterranean airport. So as each week progresses, we're getting closer to sort of coming to the final update of this airport. With this update in particular is focused on 2016, following on from the last update which featured mostly the Air Berlin sort of models in 2015. Hopefully you enjoyed the last remaining updates. I think there's about 3 or 4 to get through, including this update. So, and then after that, I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen, but I need to sort through some models and stuff like that anyway, like I've spoken about. We'll see where it goes. So, we'll start off, as we always do pretty much on this far side. Going to get both of these in shot, I think. Starting off, so we have on the left the Condor 757-300 registration DABOJ. This is operating a run from Berlin Schönefeld. And then next up we have the Thomas Cook A330-200 registration GMDBD. This is operating a run from to Manchester. They mostly do, obviously, well, mostly did, should I say, the long haul routes, of course, but they did occasionally do routes in Europe, but I think they mostly to the, like sort of 4 or 5 hour flights, like to Turkey. I've seen Antalya as one of the main sort of places. Whether Thomas Cook A330 is operated to Palma at all, I'm not entirely sure, but for the purpose of this update and the updates in general, it's worth sort of featuring. Next up we have another Sunny Heart livery in this Thomas Cook A321 registration GTCDG. This is doing a run from and to Bristol. Then pushing back, we have this Thompson Airways 787-8 G2E, so GTUIE, operating a run from and to Birmingham, obviously pushing back, heading back out. And again, another aircraft that mostly would do, long haul routes, but occasionally will be on rotation for these short routes as well. Nicknamed Miles of Smiles, nice release by Phoenix. Obviously now sort of outdated since has the Thompson titles, but still a very welcome addition to the collection. And then beyond that we have this Monarch A320, yet again another airline of the past now, registration GOZBX. This also is operating a run from to Manchester. So if we pan across onto the far side, taxiing out, we have this Icelandair 767-300 registration TF-ISN, and this is doing a run from and to Keflavik, obviously in Iceland. And then if we focus on this main, or sort of remote stand, should I say, we have the Vueling A320 in the background there. Registration ECHGZ, doing a run from to Barcelona, as you may have guessed. And then taxiing in the foreground there, we have the EasyJet A320, registration GEZWJ. This is doing a run from and to Luton, just taxiing in. We'll position next to this Eurowings A320, which is a registration DAIZU, doing a run from and to Dusseldorf. Then next up we have this smaller aircraft in this form of this British Airways E170 registration GLCYG, doing a run from and to London City. And then taxiing in, we have this A321, blank A321, which is actually operating for Air Via, like the Bulgarian airline. Registration would be LZPMZ, doing a charter service from Sofia, which is of course in Bulgaria itself. And then probably the highlight of this update, we have this Qatar Emiri flight A340-300 positioned on stand It's actually arrived from Almaty, but actually did a run initially from Doha. So basically, Doha, via Almaty, you could say. But did stay in Almaty for a few days. Probably will stay here for a few days as well. And the common flight number that I've kind of figured for this flight is Emiri 9. So pretty simple to remember, but yeah, some of the information I found, most of the sort of captions, comments, whatever, they've highlighted that most of the time operates as the flight number 9. Qatar Emiri number 9. So yeah, nice addition. This model is by Aero Classics. Again, not many A340s in my collection, so a little bit different. And since it is specifically Qatar Emiri, that whole kind of VIP government kind of type aircraft is what I like. So yeah, anything like that I do have or tend to get in my collection. And yeah, it's just nice. Again, with it being an A340 as well, something a little bit different. So this update really has been pretty short and sweet, to be fair. Just pan out there. Hopefully you've enjoyed the update. Like I say, we've got a couple of 2017, 2018 and 2019, which will then be our cut-off point for this airport. It is a shame. I mean, the thing is, doing these airport updates has been a little bit different to how I normally do airport updates, because before it was more rotation of aircraft, whereas now doing this, it's been sort of set per year, which is helpful because you know exactly what models that you're kind of going to do. But most of my airports I've done in the past have been like kind of in a sort of present day setting, rather than going back in time year by year and doing it like we've done. But it's quite an insight to the collection, and maybe it's quite helpful in the long term, because in a sense I do have a lot of models that I don't really or won't feature in future model airport updates. It really depends on my collection, like what models I sell, in terms of like if I've got a fleet of an airline kind of thing, there's no point in getting rid of it, because you've acquired all them, there's no point in just dismissing them. But if it's like one-off models that you're not really going to feature, then it's a bit like, well, there's not really much point. And again, going into the future after this update, I'm not entirely sure exactly how airport updates are going to pan out, if they will continue on other airports that I do. I'm not sure. I might just do maybe showcase videos rather than airport updates, depending on the size of the actual layouts and stuff. But for the most part, pictures will still be taken. So like on my Instagram, Facebook and forums and stuff, they will still be posted. But yeah, in the meantime, just stay tuned for the remaining updates. I'll probably repeat myself in each update saying the same thing, what I'm telling you now. But I do appreciate, all the people that got back in touch before I started doing these kind of updates, saying like, if I'm coming back and stuff like that. Can't remember how long ago that was. Probably over maybe a year ago, I don't know. But yeah, I do appreciate the support that I have on this channel. The likes, the comments, always nice to read. And yeah, like I say, for now, I don't know exactly where it's going to pan out. But I do think it's definitely going to be kind of downscale in terms of model airport size. So it won't be anything of this nature. Again, we'll see where it goes. And collection wise, trying to sell models where possible. Some I'll probably end up listing more on eBay at some point. If nobody takes any interest via the forums or whatever, then they probably will end up on eBay. So if you just stay tuned for that, then you'll probably see them coming up. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.